Muy buenas, ¿qué tal están? Bienvenidos a mi canal, soy Coyote Anónimo y estaremos jugando a GreedFall, un juego de acción RPG. Dificultad, coloquemos en normal.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Bien. Veremos nuestro aspecto femenino, algo rápido. Puede ser bien. Peinado. ¿Que será suficiente? Ok, así está bien. Y ya sé. No tiene mucha personalización. Clase. Clase guerrero. Este perfil está orientado en combate cuerpo a cuerpo. Habilidades iniciales: armas pesadas de una mano, armas blancas de una mano, armas de fuego. Atributos recomendados: fuerza y constitución. Talento recomendado: artesanía y vigor. Técnica. Este perfil está orientado a controlar el campo de batalla. Habilidades iniciales: sería trampa, elemental, armas de fuego, armas blancas de una mano. Atributos recomendados: precisión y agilidad. Talentos recomendados: ciencia, usar cerraduras. Mágica. Este perfil está orientado a hacer uso de hechizos ofensivos desde las distancias. Habilidades iniciales: anillo de magia divina, éxtasis, armas pesadas de una mano. Atributos recomendados: poder mental, voluntad. Talento recomendado: ciencia e intuición. Elegiremos mágica. ¿Por qué tal? Tenemos los poderes elementales. No. Entonces, atributos como fuerza, agilidad, poder mental, constitución, precisión y voluntad. Como somos mágicos, le daremos poder mental. Aumenta el poder de todos los hechizos, atributo necesario para aportar los mejores años. Como principal estaría bien. Da un 10% de daño mágico y un por ciento de furia. Talentos. Podríamos darle vigor, carisma, ciencia, usar cerraduras, intuición, artesanía. Con artesanía nos permite fabricar mejoras de armas y armaduras básicas. Vigor permite cruzar ciertos pasajes difíciles que necesitan equilibrio. El carisma reduce ligeramente los precios de los mercaderes y mejora un poco la capacidad de combate de tu ciencia. Te permite fabricar pociones sencillas. La cerradura te permite forzar cerraduras sencillas. Trampas al enemigo son más fáciles de ver. Intuición: los lugares de recolección son más fáciles de ver. Aumenta ligeramente el número de ingredientes y objetos que se obtienen a recolectar y sacar botín. Creo que esto beneficiaría el primero. Sí.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Bien, ya podemos tener un poco de libertad. Misiones, tenemos la gran salida. Despídete de tu madre. Un panorama oscuro.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Bien, un poquito de tutorial. Ataque principal, control izquierdo, ataque secundario. Defiéndete de 3 ataques. Esquiva o bloquea los ataques de enemigos para evitar que sufres daño. Demuestra la cura que sabes pelear. Recibe la sombra.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No, repasemos los básicos.
I'd be up for that. A little last-minute training couldn't hurt.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Magia de la luz. Puedes utilizar la magia de la luz y la sombra durante tu aventura. Los hechizos de esta sí te permiten inmovilizar temporalmente conmigo. Hechizos utilizan maná, que se muestran en el nivel azul de arriba de la izquierda. Pausa táctica. La pausa táctica pausará el juego, lo que te permite elegir tu próxima acción con tranquilidad. Podrás acceder a tus hechizos, habilidades y pociones. Usarlos directamente o asignarlos a un atajo si las usas a un atajo. Si la usas durante el combate, también podrás descubrir información sobre los enemigos a tu alrededor. Esto sí. Número 1. Lanza hechizo 2 veces. Armadura. El nivel de armadura física se muestra como un escudo al medidor de salud. La armadura absorbe parte del daño físico. Para destruir la armadura de un enemigo puedes utilizar una arma pesada o algunas trampas. Los ataques mágicos ignoran la armadura. Furia. La furia es un estado que te permite utilizar ataques especiales, dejan daño adicional y desequilibra a los enemigos. Podrás ver tu nivel de furia a través de menús que se llenarán conforme ataques o ataques a los enemigos, lances hechizo o bloquees ataques. Cuando dicho medidor llegue al primer nivel, las manos de tu personaje contarán con un efecto especial. Usar Q para utilizar ataques de furia. Segunda nota.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Otra de lo feliz que estás de que vengan contigo, quejarte porque te has estado siguiendo como un guardaespaldas.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Reúne con Kurt enfrente del palacio. Doctor de la peste.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Bien. Para correr, seleccionar Marios. Ahorita con Kurt frente al palacio.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Es un maestro del combate cuerpo a cuerpo y puede portar una pesada. Tiene atributos como Constitución 1, Fuerza nivel 3, Agilidad nivel 3. Habilidades, armas con todas las armas cuerpo a cuerpo, acción inicial de combate, posición de equilibrio, ataques especiales que el arma que equipa. Nivel de relación, el guardia de la moneda. La pasión del guardia de la moneda, nivel de la relación sospechoso, bonificación a mitad, artesanía. Añadimos a Q, 1 de 1, continuar. Para de misiones, acabas de obtener una misión secundaria, puedes servir todo.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
¿Qué misiones tenemos? Avisa al embajador de la Alianza del Puente de que vas a partir. Avisa al embajador de Ptolemy de que vas a partir. Misión secundaria como mercancía de la Guardia de la Moneda, negocia con la comercial. Contratos ninguno. Mapa. Ya. Misión secundaria. Sí. Vamos con este. Sobre este mapa.
To my help! And death to the others!
Come here, my beauties.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
¿Te falta mana? ¿Tienes pociones de mana? Con la V. Ah, ya. Cambio a un arma. Sombrero de bandido y moneda. La llevo. Y que me da un guante, moneda y munición. Y este. Una espada, guante y moneda. Bien. Me sirven. Tenemos cabeza, podemos tener sombrero o no. Ello es mejor. En el cuello, espalda, el torso, no tengo nada. En las manos tengo este. Me da resistencia elemental, 4% y artesanía. Lo coloco. Y este aumenta un poco la armadura. Y el equilibrio también. 4 puntos y 1 punto. Con este está bien. En las botas no tengo nada. En las manos tengo el anillo para magia y un arma melee. Esta espada necesito arma blanca de mano y mirar. Hace 89 de daño, 17 de daño armador. Tiene 3 bonificaciones. Está bien. Acá. Guarda lo que es pociones, munición. El regalo. No hay nada, está limpio. Aquí hay algo. Moneda, esperamos daño elemental, resina y otra armadura. Es un reino, pero cubierto por neblina, humo, contaminación. Embajada de la Alianza, la taberna, cuartel de guardia de la moneda, barrio del puerto. Para descubierto, plaza de los príncipes. Los cadáveres que estaban contaminados. Y aquí hay más cadáveres. La peste arrasó el reino. Hay más
Your
abrasión.
Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir-Fredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Preguntar por la alianza, su relación, GreedFall, relación con Telemann. Confirmaron que
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
No pasé. Revisar el embajador Telemann. ¿Está por acá? Lo pasé.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir-Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Preguntaron por Telemón sobre la situación de Telemón en Verfeder. Relación con la Alianza de la Puente.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Misiones principales. La gran salida, presente del Capitán Vasco. Misión secundaria sería mercancía de la Guardia de la Moneda, el charlatán y casa de herética. Vamos por la moneda. Oh, me quedé pegado. Ahí.
The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Sí. Pedir más instrucciones, preguntar sobre los mercaderes.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Es una extorsión, sabiendo que tiene un poco de facilidad. Con carisma podemos amenazarlo, pero un 50% podría fallar. Tenemos intuición, que ofrece un soborno, amenazarlo, marchar. Y el soborno, como tenemos intuición, podría funcionar. Y el soborno.
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of 'em face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Quería un adelanto. ¿Cómo se benefician los mercaderes? La peste como arrasa. ¿Qué enfermedad será? Se les brota marca en la cara y racimo y espino. Y dos. Moneda de poción, rampa de veneno, munición. ¿Dónde es? Haciendo el mercader y encuentro charlatán. Vamos para allá. Descubierto barrio del puerto. Usa mesa de trabajo. Ayer, la artesanía te permite mejorar armas y armadura. La ciencia te permite crear pociones y trampas. Necesitas conocimientos para poder usar el taller. Para obtenerlos y para obtenerlos. Invierte puntos en los talentos deseados. Utiliza ciertas piezas de equipo o compañeros que te otorguen una bonificación. Cada punto de talento desbloqueará fórmulas nuevas. Además necesitarás ingredientes que se pueden comprar o encontrar mientras horas. En este momento, como no tenemos la de ciencia, no podemos crear, ¿verdad? No. Esta ciencia nivel 2. Ciencia nivel 1. Todavía no se puede. Nivel de talento necesario no es lo bastante alto. Ciencia nivel 3. Al charlatán.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But Your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
A veces, desmascararlo.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Otra sobre los efectos secundarios peligrosos. Pedir una demostración, dejarlo.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
No dice mucho. Pedir una demostración.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Qué conveniente, tenía una oculta. Las aves mueren. Y
To my
aprovechar la
help, and death to the others!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Qué fuerte. Acá tenemos moneda, poción y trampa. Un poco de moneda, un sombrero, más moneda. Libro de investigación alquímico. Esta página está cubierta por las letras pequeñas y casi legibles, resultados de experimentos, observaciones de pacientes y símbolos incomprensibles. Pero la complejidad de algunas fórmulas no dejan lugar a dudas. El autor era un verdadero alquimista y sin duda un experto. Carta del tabernero a sirviente. Luis, el alquimista raro de la alianza que alquiló una habitación en el piso de arriba, nos pidió específicamente que no la limpiáramos durante su estancia. Ese viejo estúpido no querrá que le rompamos un casco o algo así. O algo. Así que déjelo en su posibilidad y el cliente siempre tiene la razón. Muy pequeñas las letras. Vamos a ver si cae.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Vamos a darle el remedio que vende.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Ahora
Find
oye.
him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
La taberna queda acá. Estas son la gente. Por acá. Puente. Carta de un alquimista de Al-Sad. Querido Arif, me entristece enormemente saber que no ha encontrado la paz esperada en Serena. Desde su partida ante la academia, la situación es deplorable. Aquello a lo que acusó ahora se comportan como si las reglas no se aplicaran a ellos y realizan múltiples experimentos cuestionables. Y no hay nada que podemos hacer excepto intentar pasar desapercibido. Espero de verdad que acabe encontrando un lugar en el que pueda estar en paz. Su amigo. A ver qué dice ahora.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Entonces su carrera como profesor.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Preguntar por la observación.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I was unfortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred.
Pregunta por las pociones que vende.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
Podemos ayudarle a ceder la ciudad o arrestarlo. Teniendo en cuenta la rivalidad que tienen Shane y el viejo, quieren buscar la manera de erradicar la enfermedad. Pero uno usa la tortura y el otro intenta utilizar a las personas como conejillos de India. Pero demostrando que sus pociones no causan malestar o daño a las personas. Pero si el juego nos recompensa más adelante con su presencia de nuevo, podría servirnos. O que acabe su historia de una vez, pero no, ayudarle sería bien.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Como colmamos la muchedumbre. De acá yo vengo, sí. No, de acá es donde vengo. Esto es... ¿Qué hay del almacén de la taberna? Ok. Forzar cerradura. Por punta para forzar. Ni nada. Ahí llego. Ok. Y esta puerta, la cocina.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
Consigue la llave del servicio de la taberna, desbloquea la puerta del servicio. No me diga que la acabo de utilizar en otra.
I don't have the key.
Ah, acá está. Llave de la taberna, del tabernero. Tacos metálicos. Estos tacos metálicos se usan para... Ah, ok, para construir o reparar. A ver.
The key to the tavern.
Ya, pero ¿qué estoy haciendo? Mención secundaria. Mercancía de la guardia. No, el charlatán. Acá desbloquea la puerta del servicio. Negocia con la turba enfurecido. Ah, ok, o sea, hay dos formas de hacerlo. Negociar o desbloquear.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Y acá, recubierto de almacenes antiguos. Ok. Pero me imagino que desaparece la otra. ¿Verdad? Guardamos Foxy, puede pasar algo. Hablar con los ciudadanos enfadados.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Sería ofrecer una compensación, intuición, mencionar un efecto secundario horrible, ordenarles que se dispersen o decir cierto. Como tenemos un punto de intuición, no servirá.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Bueno, vamos a darle la respuesta.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Hay que informar al embajador de la alianza. Sí, por ver directamente al embajador de la alianza.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Hablar sobre el charlatán.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Bajo una reputación de la alianza, el cual podemos encubrir la huida o enfrentarte a él por sus mentiras. Podemos enfrentarnos a él, ya que él es culpable de utilizar las atrocidades de buscar cura. Como vio que el otro caballero era una competencia.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you are still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him. On your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Bien. Perdimos 1 de reputación porque habíamos ganado 1 antes. Prácticamente estamos igual. Esto sería importante la guardia de la moneda. Ok. No. No estaríamos igual porque si gané uno, perdí uno, tengo uno negativo. Pero puedo saber. Dice. Mapa del mundo. Tipo. Desarrollo. Estadísticas. Esto es personaje. Ingredientes. Criaturas. Guía. No puedo saber dónde tengo la reputación.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Bien. Ahora hay que buscar la manera de guardar la mercancía. Se nos deja un capitán vasco. Okay. Sería misión secundaria. Hablar con el capitán. Y este es casa de Heredia. Encuentra el contrabandista. ¿Dónde están? Todavía no se muestra. Vamos para acá. ¿No hay nada por ahí? Abajo.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all
Hay un mercader, déjame ver si tengo... Nada de esto no sirve. Ah. Mira, sí. Un arma. A la armadura le hace menos 6 puntos de daño, pero tiene aturdido un 5%. Y tiene 12 puntos de daño físico. Busquemos esto. Okay. Armas de fuego no tengo. Espalda tampoco tengo. La demás era para vender.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Vender. Tenemos esto. Este. ¿Hay algo más? Este. Oh, espera. Este. Claro. Este me quitaba la resistencia elemental. Pues bueno. Más adelante encontraré mejores. Acá ni nada. Y acá tampoco.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sería todo. Una antorcha la apañante. Para crear pociones. Una carta. Oh, me está pegado. Aviso mal escrito. A la familia del rico que nos ha provocado, lo hemos capturado y lo mataremos si no nos pagáis de forma generosa. Venid con una saca llena al callejón al sur, el espíritu de los almacenes antiguos. Un secuestro inesperado. Nada por ahí, nada por acá. A ver.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Se ofendió.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Sobre el grumete perdido. ¿Cuándo lo vi por última
When
vez?
did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Un conocido de
Does the
Seven.
boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
¿Quiénes son sus amigos más cercanos? Un conocido.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow... I don't think so.
Sus amigos
Miss
más cercanos.
Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Pregunta por ausencia constante. Quiere ayuda por la mercancía.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, We're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Preguntarse por... No, nada.
Be back soon, Captain.
Ah, ya se libraron. Podemos crear... Descubre dónde encontrar contra... Constantín. Investiga la desaparición de un nauta. Investiga la... ok. Encuentra al contrabandista. Mensaje de los guardias del almacén. Voltear el registro. ¿Hay algo? A ver. Ya. Qué malo que no te permite saltar. Ay. Hay un botón para saltar. Más cositas. Zona controlada por otras facciones. Esta zona la controla una facción distinta a la tuya. Hay algunos lugares a los que tienes prohibido entrar. Un atuendo de la facción te permitirá engañar a los guardias. También puedes intentar entrar haciendo uso del sigilo, pero si te descubren algún guardia, se producirá una respuesta violenta. Tu reputación con dicha facción se verá afectada. Eso se haría acá. Para descubrir los almacenes de los nautas. Hay otro guardia ahí. Hay algo para buscar. Y ahí no se ve un guardia.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Quería preparar una bebida, pero necesito ciencia. Yo soy de nivel, sí, pero esto es proyectil, esto es estancamiento y esto es agarre fuerte. ¿Esos están dónde? Furia, agilidad, ciencia. Ah, acá, en talentos. Ahora no tengo puntos en talento todavía. Podremos darle un punto. La éxtasis dura más, duración, o sea, es el parálisis. Proyectil de la sombra e impacto de la sombra infligen más daño. Esto, más daño. Sería mejor. No lo ve, no lo ve. Okay. Yeah.
To my help, and death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
No, 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 me muero, me muero. Pociones de salud. Buscamos en el 2.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Esto necesito forzar. Nada más se voy a venir para acá. ¿Ok? Hay algo. Oh, una nueva armadura. y guantes. Esto no puedo forzar. Hasta abajo. Llaves. La saca del cuarto sereno.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Bien. Así no sé. Quiero dar la vuelta. Pasamos desapercibido. Bueno. Un punto negativo para la facción. Voy a forzar. Ejecutado. Bien. Acá. Mirar, esta es la puerta principal.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Ah, no puedo caer el almacén. Ah, pero tengo una armadura. No, espérate más. Espera de ellos. Ah, me quita 2 puntos a la mitad, pero me da resistencia mágica. Bien. Y este sería... Me quita 2 puntos de resistencia elemental, un punto de artesanía, pero me da probabilidad de reciclaje, resistencia mágica más 2. La artesanía me serviría para crear. Guardémoslo ahí. En algún momento me servirá ese punto de artesanía. Y las botas, estas. No hay más nada. Ah, aquí hay algo para... Ah, un cofre. Está forzado. Por acá. Por acá hay algo. No. ¿Hay algo por acá? Sí. Por acá... No, no hay más. No, no, no. Me caigo. ¿Dónde estoy? Por acá. Ah, aquí están.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Acá, aquí, ¿hay más? Por acá. Arriba. Forzar atrás. Por acá. Nada. Esta puerta no se abre. Pasa por arriba. No. Me había una cosa. ¿De qué será? No sé. No lo sé. Eso será todo. Informa a los porteadores. comprar una bebida. De acá. ¿Qué es acá? ¿Esto qué sería? La presión de nauta.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move at all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Ok, 2 reputación. La moneda. Habla con el maestro del cuarto de resguardo. La moneda de Nueva Zelanda. Este sería investiga la desaparición de un astronauta. Vamos rápido, rápido. ¿Es por acá? Sí. Tengo la ruta larga. Por acá. Ahí que hay. Que dice descubre dónde encontrar el contrabando. Completar misión. En GreedFall, las misiones se suelen poder completar de varias formas diferentes. Sardet dispone de numerosos recursos: la astucia, la persuasión, la intuición, la corrupción y la fabricación de objetos en el taller. Son algunos de los medios posibles para cumplir tus objetivos. Para mejorar en dichos ámbitos, invierte puntos en el árbol de talento correspondiente o lleva equipos que otorguen bonificaciones. Las amenazas de combate también son opciones válidas cuando los adversarios no se muestran receptivos a tus talentos.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Preguntar sobre Constante.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
No tengo mucha manera.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
No, voy a gastar 3 para examinar.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Puedo robar. Vamos. La arena. Necesito acá solamente la gran salida, que es ya para irme. Mercancía de la cuadrilla de la moneda. Sería hablar con el maestro. Hacer que encuentro el contrabandista. Investiga la separación de nuevo auto. Vamos por acá. Aquí coordinamos esto. es acá.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Preguntó sobre el grumete, como preguntó cuando lo vi por última
When
vez.
did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
Pregunté por sus hijos.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Pregunta sobre sus amigos.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Si tiene
Do
algún
you think he
enemigo.
could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Pregunta por el Capitán Vasco. No.
I
Chao.
need to be going. Farewell.
Por aquí hay algo. Bien. Este no me favorece. Es el mismo. Sí. Está por acá. ¿Hay algo más para hacer ustedes? ¿Algo más? Vamos, no, ni nada.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Yo puedo contar sobre el grumete, preguntarle qué sabe.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Sobre el estado de ánimo del grumete.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Los secuestradores.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Ahora, ¿por dónde me mandan? A taberna, no. Si agarro esto, me imagino que se activa la pelota.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, my lady.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about that.
How the fuck?
Ya. Sobre el grumete que ha desaparecido. ¿Cuenta con los secuestradores?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Posibles testigos, ¿verdad?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No,
I need to
más
be
nada.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
¿Dónde está? Allá.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Pregunta sobre el grumete.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
¿Qué ocurrió aquella noche?
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Pedir información sobre el hombre rico.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Hay algo turbio ahí. Ah, mira, marca. Tiene que haber peste acá adentro. ¿Es por acá? Sí. Oh, pues. Este es el barrio rico.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Venden a su hijo, luego lo recuperan. Aprende más sobre los contratos de los nautas. Es por acá, es la única. Pero la otra misión es la charlatán. Teatro listo. Encuentra al contrabandista. Tiene que estar en la prisión la que había. Ah, el mapa. Vente a acá entonces.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Preguntar por la ausencia de Constantine.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillon is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Ya. Pero acá sería descubre dónde está Jonas. ¿Sí? Pide la información. Pero ¿dónde está el contrabandista? El contrabandista tiene que estar en la versión en la que había antes. No, acá. ¿Me permitirá?
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Creo que todavía no debe estar.
It's blocked.
Todavía no debe estar activa. No, todavía no está activa. Qué raro, acá me dice encuentra contrabandista. Pero bueno.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Pregunta sobre el contrato entre los Nauta y los Fontaine.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Qué bien. Venden al hijo para tener cómo ganar. Está bloqueado. Entonces confunde los botones. Por aquí. No, son velas. Acá ni nada. Nota la atención de la sirvienta. Alice, me gustaría que prepararas varias comidas y las llevaras al almacén que tenemos en el canal. Mi marido tendrá que trabajar unos días allí con su ayudante y sus hombres. Asegúrese de que hay suficiente comida para todos. Y sea discreta. No queremos que otras familias se enteren de lo que está pasando.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Vamos a ver ahora. ¿Dónde nos lleva? ¿Cómo arde? Otra partida. Puede pasar cualquier cosa.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Nada. Casa de la familia Fontaine.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Hablar de lo que nos ha enseñado Lord de Concido. Carisma. Intentar razonar con él. Un 50%. A ver si
You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Bien, ha funcionado. Los barriles. ¿Qué hay? Para subir a la casa. Por acá. Ok, si bajo por esta parte podría hacer que escape utilizando este atajo. Usar zapaduras, pero no tengo. Y
Locked.
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seemed so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
bien, aquí informar al capitán que ya está todo arreglado. Pero ¿cómo lo termino? Pues? Yo sí voy a tener que pagar. Que se le cure de mi cubre. Creo que ya está listo. Necesito una armadura. Vamos a vender esta. Los guantes no, las botas. Estas no. Y más nada.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Voy a retar.
Well then, in that...
That's... How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages. But the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
A ver si podemos hacer la misión principal. La misión principal sería... Okay. Le voy a mandar para acá. ¿Y algo? Bien. Esto fue.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Bien, 3 puntos más.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nauts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Yeah.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Por fin, ya se liberó. Para que dure más tiempo, o los ataques con armas pesadas de una mano dejen más daño. Aumenta ligeramente la velocidad de encantamiento, aunque haga un poquito más de daño el arma. Un equilibrio, porque el mana se acaba muy rápido. Ya se liberó.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Naut. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Ptolemy. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Tengo la llave, sí.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Ya, y ahora tengo que buscar los carajos. A ver. Terminado. Ahí va. Acá.
Who is there? May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor! Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime.
We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Arrestarlos, proponerles hablar con los de la Alianza del Puente y dejar que se marchen.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler and he'll certainly be in touch. He or another member of his band. Be careful and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lady. You are a woman of noble heart. May the illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Informar la huida de los herejes.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Bien, salió bien. ¿Ahora qué más? Solamente acá. La gran salida y compensa al tabernero los daños. Sí o sí tengo que hacerla. pero claro, necesito. Creo que sí, con la artesanía puedo hacerlo. Sin tener que perder dinero. ¿Cómo que era? Es una artesanía.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Y listo.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
No, eso queda todo.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Okay. 25 de oro es mucho. Porque no iba a servir para algo. ¿Qué sería? Ok. ¿Dónde es? Ah, es por arriba. Y ya. Muchas pérdidas. Si no he encontrado un arma de fuego, o el talento para el arma de fuego.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles!
I have a ship to catch! That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Ya veremos. Vamos, tengo todo el día. Y no puedo hacer eso. El nivel. Perdón, por si acaso.
It's blocked.
Ah, sí, yo sé.
It's not possible just now.
Oh.
It's blocked.
Entonces. No me digas, del otro lado ahora. Detección de enemigos. Cuando el jugador esté en modo sigilo cerca de enemigos, aparece un indicador de elección sobre la cabeza. Si detecta a tu personaje, el indicador se llenará a medida que un peligro, lo que desencadenará un combate. El indicador tiene dos estados, sospechoso en amarillo y detectado en rojo.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have gotten rid of him.
Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble,
Yeah,
a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin.
To my help!
Sí, así.
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion!
Una Claymore. Ah, sirvió el sigilo. Arriba. Vemos todo. Con eso.
Locked.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Equipo de los compañeros. Selecciona a Constantin desde la pantalla de inventario a izquierda o derecha. Equipa a Constantin con su atuendo de jubón borrado viejo.
If you only knew how these river scum treated
Tenga
me.
este.
Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
Pero si esta
There's no
sí,
one left to pay, Your
esta está
Highness.
mejor.
The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
A ver,
Really now?
por la misión.
What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Ah, mira. La celda de Constantine. Nada sirvió. ¿Y aquí? Ok. Ah, claro, porque le quité una copia que tenían los bandidos. Entonces, si la hacía en sigilo, tenés una copia. ¿De abajo qué hay? Cosas y la puerta bloqueada. Ya, por fin, para poder salir. Ahora, ¿por dónde salimos? Por acá. A ver, la armadura que tengo sirve. Esta me quita armadura y equilibrio, pero me da especialmente resistencia a veneno. Y esta es el mismo, pero el mismo. Creo que le daré esta a Constantine. ¿Cómo que es? Constantine. No, claro, sí. Vamos.
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Be back soon, Captain.
¿Qué falta por hablar con él?
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsillon. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsillon. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Oh, no.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
A ver si podemos irnos.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to...
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Oh, vámonos.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir-Fredi. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Naughts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Bien, primer jefe. No, no. Bien. Bien. Una especie de guardián del bosque. No, 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 me muero, me muero. Ninguna. Corre, 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 corre. No, me mató. Qué mal. El arma no le hace nada de daño.
Madam, enchant. We should be able to.
Permission to...
Sir, you haven't?
No?
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tearfridi. My isle, my new city.
Tengo poción para maná. Yo tengo dos.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be
Colocarla. Número 3.
long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
The beast is awoken!
Those...
No, otra vez.
Madam, enchanted.
Are you ready?
We should be able to.
Permission to...
Certainly. Do you have any foul?
No?
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tear-Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience.
Vamos acá para él.
The voyage will be
Voy a
long.
tener que volver a
I've
hablar
been
con
told.
ellos. Vamos, vamos. Bien, bien.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Bien, nivel 4. Ah, me dieron atributos. Podría darle... No, más tiempo no. Aumenta ligeramente la velocidad de encantamiento. Que sea más rápido. O que aumente... Acá, que aumente los ataques con armas pesadas de una mano se pueden encadenar un poco más rápido. No, la máquina mejor. Un poco más rápido. Y el siguiente es un impacto de la sombra desequilibra. Puede llegar a desequilibrar al enemigo. Ah, tengo un punto en los atributos. Ahora podemos dárselo en precisión, no nos sirve. Voluntad, aumenta los puntos de mana máximo, la duración del es necesario para aportarnos fuerza. ¿Qué te necesito? El siguiente va a ser aumento de poder de los hechizos. El siguiente. Fuerza, aturdir y daño. Eso me sirve para el daño con las armas, pero es que ni siquiera les quita el escudo.
Madam, gentlemen.
Woo!
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Go and trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Oh, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Bien, se nos une ahora el Capitán Vasco. Capitán Vasco es un duelista cuya extraordinaria agilidad compensa su falta de protección. Además maneja la pistola con gran tanto a distancia como a melee. Tiene un punto en agilidad, precisión un punto, constitución, habilidades, armas blancas de una mano y pistola. Tiene revestimiento en acción de combate y es tocada con las espadas. Nivel de la facción de los nautas, la relación sospechosa, beneficio de amistad, intuición. Añadir. Bien, eso sería GreedFall. Un buen juego, se nota. Bueno, hasta aquí estaremos dejando el video. Gracias por verlo. Espero que el siguiente les guste también. Y nos estaremos viendo en el siguiente capítulo. Hasta luego.